We'll go ahead and get started. Thank you very much for joining us tonight at our city council meeting. We'll go ahead and get started. Connie, could you please call the roll?
Adamson. Here. Bray.
Here.
Cheatham.
Here.
Lurick. Here. Ortega. Here. Stevens. Here. Glad.
Here. If you'd please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, after which, if you'd remain standing for a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We'll move to agenda item number 3 is a consent agenda. The following business items may be approved by one motion and a vote. If any one member of the council so desires, any matter listed can be moved to a separate agenda item. A, Treasurer's Report. Council may wish to consider the Treasurer's Report for July showing cash and investments as of July 31, 2020. Good evening, Ashley. How are you?
Good, thanks. Good evening, Mayor and Council. Ashley Welsh, Chief Financial Officer. Tonight I'm presenting the Treasurer's Report for the month of July 2020. City had total cash and cash equivalents of city monies of $68,570,901. Total long-term investments, $5,140,394, for an overall total of $73,711,295. This amount is up to $13,068,989 for the month of July. On page 2 of the report, we have highlighted key receipts for the month. We received Intermountain Gas franchise fees of $63,735, which is down 2.26%. Received transit grants from the state of Idaho for May and June for $91,060. Idaho Power franchise fees, $93,084, which are down 5.6% compared to last year. We received $133,298 for federal transit grants for the month of June. Highway user fees came in at $553,205, which is down 12% compared to last year. And the sales tax revenue sharing came in at $717,259, up 19.31%. We also received airport grants in the amount of $1,958,238. The remaining section details the net change in cash and long-term investments for the city. Page 3 of the report is for trust funds. Trust funds have total cash and cash equivalents of $1,903,351 and total long-term investments of $2,504,605 for a total of $4,407,956. Total cash receipts for the month were $550,892 and total cash disbursements were $51,090. We also had a net change in long-term investments of a decrease of $528,974 for an overall decrease in the trust funds of $29,172. The next page lists all the funds' cash balances with their respective change for the month. Page 5 is discussion and analysis for your review. And lastly, we have the 5-year trend of cash balances. This report continues to reflect a very strong cash position for the city. And I will go over the amounts in red. The Transit Urban Fund has negative cash, which is just due to pending grants. Fleet Management Fund is negative due to billing that need to be processed. Airport construction is negative and pending grants, and CDBG is also pending grants. This concludes my presentation. Are there any questions?
Questions for Ashley? Thank you, Ashley. We'll move to B, CTF Global LLC Professional Services Contract Renewal. Council may wish to consider the renewal of CTF Global LLC contract in the amount of $5,000 per month to provide the consultant services for the city of Pocatello. Larry Grossman with CTF Global LLC has provided his service to the city since 2004. This is a 5-year contract commencing October 1, 2020 and terminating September 30, 2025. Councilman Cheatham.
Mr. Mayor, I move for approval of agenda item number 3, the consent agenda.
Second.
We have a motion by Cheatham and a second by Lurick, and we have a question by Brett.
It's just a technical question. How do we make a 5-year contract?
There's a non-appropriation clause.
I don't know. Oh,
You said
regarding
we-
agenda item B?
Yeah.
So the contract has a non-appropriations clause as well as a yearly,
Okay, so this is a 1-year contract if we don't appropriate.
no, it's a multi-year contract, but it has a non-appropriations clause which would allow us to be out of the contract if it's not appropriated in any of those budget years.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a motion by Cheatham and a second by Lurick. Connie, could you please call the roll?
Cheatham,
Yes.
Lurick,
Yes.
Adamson. Yes. Brake,
Yes.
Ortega,
Yes.
Stevens.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 4, communication and proclamations. We do not have a proclamation tonight, so we'll move to agenda item 5, calendar review. Council may wish to take this opportunity to inform other council members of upcoming meetings and events that should be called to their attention. Find my calendar. On September 3 at 5:30 p.m. will be a clarification meeting. At 6 p.m. will be a regular city council meeting. September 10 at 9 a.m. will be a work session. Other events, August 23 will be the last day of the season for Ross Park Aquatic Center. September 7, city offices will be closed for Labor Day. However, garbage, yard waste, and recycle pickups will continue on schedule. Community Recreation Center will be closed for Labor Day. School will be starting soon, so as a reminder, please slow down in all the school zones. Open burn ban in wildland urban interface areas continues. As a reminder, citizens are required to wear face coverings when entering the City of Pocatello building or facilities or while riding public transit buses. For citizens participating in City of Pocatello sponsored programs, activities in outdoor spaces, we require face coverings to be worn when 6 feet of physical distancing cannot be maintained. Individuals in one of the city swimming pools or the lazy river are exempt from wearing face coverings. We will move to agenda item 6 as a public hearing proposed fiscal year 2021 foregone balance. This time has been set aside for council to receive public comments on the reserving of the foregone balance. A resolution has been prepared for consideration under agenda item 12. I declare the public hearing open. Ashley.
Ashley Wells, Chief Financial Officer. This evening's public hearing is to invite comments on the reserving of the city's foregone balance. The foregone balance is the cumulative total of prior amounts of the previously allowable increase in non-exempt property tax that was not taken. Reserving the foregone balance allows this amount to be used in subsequent years if needed. The city will also receive public comment tonight and will also consider a foregone balance resolution during this meeting. The amount that we have remaining in foregone is $2,276,232, which can be used and at this time does not expire. This concludes my presentation, and I will address any questions at this time.
Okay. Council, any questions for Ashley? Ashley, have you received any written correspondence on this?
No.
No? Have we received any in the clerk's office?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. Then we will move down to ask any testimony supporting the application. Any testimony uncommitted to the application? Any testimony opposed to the application? Okay, hearing none, then I declare the public hearing closed. We'll move to agenda item 7 is a short plat, RAGG subdivision in Pocatello Square. George Katsalmidas, represented by Rocky Mountain Engineering and Surveying, has submitted a short plat application to subdivide approximately 0.40 acres of Lot 2, Block 4 of Pocatello Square subdivision into 2 commercial lots. Council President Adamson.
Mayor, I move that we approve the request subject to the conditions noted.
Second.
We have a motion by Adamson and a second by Cheatham. Connie, could you please call the roll?
Adamson.
Yes.
Cheatham.
Yes.
Gray.
Yes.
Lurick.
Yes.
Ortega.
Yes.
Stevens.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 8, declaration of surplus property 2020 city auction. Council may wish to declare items identified as surplus property to be sold at the city's annual auction on Saturday, September 12, 2020. City departments submitted lists of items that they consider surplus, and these items were reviewed by other departments. The items to be considered as surplus are not needed by any other department within the city. Councilman Bray.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we declare all the items listed as surplus property and offer them for auction on September 12th.
Second.
We have a motion by Bray and a second by Cheatham. Connie, could you please call the roll?
Gray.
Yes.
Cheatham.
Yes.
Adamson.
Yes.
Lurick.
Yes.
Ortega.
Yes.
Stevens.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 9, resolution, airport lease agreements, Moore and Civil Air Patrol. Council may wish to approve by resolution and authorize the mayor to sign following lease agreements for property at the Pocatello Regional Airport. A, Randy Moore. Lease premises is approximately 9,750 square feet of warehouse space for the purpose of fabrication of off-road vehicle specialty accessories and associated storage. The rental rate will be $1,000 per month, to be reviewed annually and increased at least by the amount of the customer price index (CPI) for the previous year. Lease term is 5 years. And B, Civil Air Patrol. Lease premises is approximately 1,760 square feet of hangar space for the purpose of an aircraft storage. Rental rate will be $60.95 per month, to be reviewed annually and increased at least by the amount of the CPI for the previous year. Lease term is 5 years.
Mr. Mayor.
Councilman Cheatham.
Mr. Mayor, I'd move for approval of agenda item number 9, the resolutions on the airport lease agreements for Randy Moore and the Civil Air Patrol.
Second.
We have a motion by Cheatham and a second by Adamson.
I'm assuming we
Question.
have the same out for the city if for some reason, because this is a 5-year lease.
This is a 5-year lease, but we're receiving income for these. We're not paying out anything, and so that lease is solid for 5
Got
years.
it, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any other discussion? Connie, could you please call the roll?
Cheatham.
Yes.
Adamson.
Yes.
Gray.
Yes.
Lurick.
Yes.
Ortega.
Yes.
Stevens.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 10, ratification of IFT Foundation grant application and acceptance. Portland Valley Partners Entrance Signs Improvement Project. Council may wish to approve the following request related to the city entrance signs improvement project for signs located at Clark Street, Pocatello Creek Road, and South 5th Avenue entrances into the city of Pocatello. A, ratify a $10,000 IFT Foundation grant application, which had a due date for submission of August 15, 2020, and if the grant is awarded, B, accept the grant and authorize the mayor's signature on documents related to the grant, subject to legal department review. There is no city match required for the grant, and Parks and Recreation staff submitted the grant as a joint project with Portland Valley Partners. Councilman Bray.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we ratify the grant application and that if awarded, that we authorize the mayor to sign the document related to the grant, subject to legal department review.
Second.
We have a motion by Bray and a second by Ortega. Connie, could you please call the roll?
Gray.
Yes.
Ortega.
Yes.
Adamson.
Yes.
Cheatham.
Yes.
Lurick.
Yes.
Stevens.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 11, fiscal year 2021 departmental fee resolution. Council may wish to adopt a resolution with exhibits A through Y, setting fees for fiscal year 2021, October 1, 2020 through September 30, 2021. Let's see, the exhibits are as listed, A through Y.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Councilwoman Lurick.
I move that we approve or adopt a resolution with exhibits A through Y as outlined in agenda item number 11 for fiscal year 2021.
Second.
We have a motion by Lyric and a second by Cheatham. Connie, could you please call the roll?
Yes.
Cheatham,
Yes.
Adamson,
Yes.
Gray,
Yes.
Ortega,
Yes.
Stevens,
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 12, resolution fiscal year foregone balance. Council may wish to adopt a resolution to reserve the foregone balance for potential use in subsequent years. Said resolution is prepared in accordance with Idaho Code 63-802. Councilman Bray.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we accept the resolution business item number 12 for fiscal year foregone balance.
Second.
We have a motion by Bray and a second by Cheatham. Connie, could you please call the roll?
Gray,
Yes.
Cheatham,
Yes.
Adamson,
Yes.
Lurick,
Yes.
Ortega,
Yes.
Stevens,
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 13, an ordinance approving the fiscal year 2021 appropriations ordinance. Councilwoman or Council President Adamson.
Mayor, I move that the ordinance, agenda item 13, be read only by title and placed on final passage for publication, and that the entire ordinance be submitted for publication.
Second.
We have a motion by President Adamson and a second by Lyric. Let's see. Jared, could you please? Oh, we need to have the roll call on how it is read. Connie, could you please call the roll?
Adamson,
Yes.
Lurick,
Yes.
Gray,
Yes.
Cheatham,
Yes.
Ortega,
Yes.
Stevens,
Yes.
Okay, now Jared, would you please read the ordinance?
Yes, Mayor. An ordinance of the City of Pocatello, a municipal corporation of Idaho, appropriating $131,432,215 for the 2021 fiscal year to defray all necessary expenses and liabilities of the city, providing for the objects and purposes for which such appropriations are made, and the amount appropriated for each object or purpose, levying ad valorem taxes in the amount of $30,827,874 for the fiscal year beginning the first day of October 2020 and ending the 30th day of September 2021 upon all of the taxable property within the City of Pocatello to provide revenue to pay current general liability insurance, street, recreation, cemetery, airport, public library, capital improvement expenses, and to pay interest and principal on general obligation bonds of the City of Pocatello, providing that a certified copy of this ordinance shall be filed with the County Commissioners of Bannock County, Idaho, Powell County, Idaho, and with the Secretary of State of the State of Idaho, providing that for this ordinance to take effect upon its passage, approval, and publication according to law, the rules requiring that an ordinance be read on 3 separate occasions having been dispensed with.
I declare that to be the final reading of the ordinance. Shall the ordinance pass?
Adamson,
Yes.
Gray,
No.
Cheatham,
Yes.
Lurick,
Yes.
Ortega,
No.
Stevens,
Oh, sorry, I thought you said chief. No.
Black,
Yes. Okay, thank you very much. We'll move to agenda item 14, and we are adjourned.